Hello Sunshine, it's Steph and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I share lessons teaching you guys how to turn your own passions into paid gigs as a freelancer online. Anyone can do it, it's easy, it's risk-free, so that's why I love sharing this. It's my mission to help you guys build up side extra income so that you can feel more financially free and more free with your time and your location and your life and just happier because you're able to bring in this extra money and do more things that bring you joy. This week's lesson is specifically about Fiverr.com, my favorite website to freelance on, because it's the most consistent, it brings me the most money, it's just growing. They are incredible at Fiverr. And on Fiverr, you have a space for each of your gigs or your offers in which you can describe it. This is a really valuable place where you can have up to 1,200 characters describing the exact service or offer that you can provide to clients. And this space is so critical that you take time and write it as best possible because this is how you're going to be able to show up on search results. Now, I want to remind you that on this YouTube channel, you can go back and watch other videos about how to choose what to sell, like this one specifically. It's so good to help give you some direction on exactly what you can sell, how you can niche down, and how you can set yourself apart with your actual gigs on Fiverr. But today, we're going to zoom in on just that little part that's called the Fiverr gig description. And I've got some tips to help guide you with writing that section so that you show up on more searches, that you stand out, so that people want to buy from you right away because you wrote it so well. So let's get to it. As I said, today's lesson is all about that valuable 1,200 character space that Fiverr likes to call the gig description. So when you create a gig or an offer on Fiverr, you can select things like the title, the tags, what packages you want to offer, frequently asked questions. There's all these sections, okay? But the gig description, you can think of this section almost like the SEO section or search engine optimization. This is how you show up on Fiverr searches, by the exact words that you put in this section. So you don't want to just whip it together quickly and just hope that it works out. You want to have an actual strategy and purpose to writing your gig description. So in today's video, I've got 3 tips to help you write the most freaking fantastic gig description ever so that you can get more impressions or views showing up on more searches on the Fiverr.com marketplace. All right, let's get you more sales. Here we go. So tip number 1 to writing a great gig description. I'm going to pull this little flow sheet directly from Fiverr. I attended one of their webinars and they have this great AIDA flow that gives you an idea of what 4 things to include in your gig description. So here it is, you guys. The A stands for attention. Start with one sentence or one line that will grab people's attention and draw them in and question, is this for me? And they're like, yes. They're nodding their heads like, yes, this is for me. For example, are you looking for a professional SEO blog post with a fast turnaround? And if they are, they're going to be like, oh yeah, and they're going to keep reading because that attention-grabbing sentence drew them in. Or in my case, if you're a video creator like me, you could be like, are you looking for a UGC video for social media for your product or service? And they're like, yes. So they're going to keep reading, right? So have one sentence. You don't have to devote too many characters to this. One sentence that draws them in to make them realize, number 1, okay, I'm in the right place. Yep, this sounds like me. And number 2, keeps them reading. The second section is where they recommend you tell a little bit about yourself so that you gather interest from these buyers. Who are you? What experience do you have? And what sets you apart? This is going to grab their attention because not only are they now thinking, okay, I might hire from Joe Schmo here, but they're like, I'm going to hire from Joe Schmo who has over 8 years of experience and actually got a certification in this specific thing that I need help with. Okay, now they're getting more interested, right? They're learning about you. value. So this is where you shouldn't be humble. You should brag about yourself. Take a couple sentences to share about who you are so they really get interested in hiring you specifically. Why are you better than the other thousands of freelancers selling the same service? Put that in the second section. Now in the third section, they didn't really have this in their little flow, but it's basically like if you need to share anything about how your process works, share it there. For example, please message me first before you place an order to make sure we are a good fit, we are aligned, and therefore you can send me your product before we get the order started. Whatever, if you have any other little details, the things that are related to your specific gig or service, then put it right there. The third section they recommend is desire. Tell these people exactly what they're going to get and list it out in bullet format so it's like, oh, that's included, that's included, that's included. Oh, now I really want it, right? It's like when you're watching infomercials and ads. It's like, oh, I'm going to get this, but they're also going to throw in this bonus and this bonus. Oh my gosh, it just increases the value. These value adds make it seem much more valuable to the people reading it and watching it, right? So this is where you want to start describing what is included. So you can say something like, included with your blog post is this, 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 list it out. In my case, I do something similar along the lines of included with your UGC video is, I will research your brand. I will write the script for the video. I will, film the video with multiple different scenes and a hook in the beginning and fun transitions. I will edit the video fully with music, blah, 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 blah. I will deliver, include everything that is included in the gig options. Now, of course, you have different packages that may include little things differently. So do like the basic package, what is just typically included with the basic service. And finally, action. Call to action. You always want to finish everything with a call to action, reminding them to take action to work with you. So it can be something as simple as one line like, please message me and reach out. I'm excited to chat with you more about your project. Just reminding them that, okay, you got their attention. They're interested in you. They're so excited about all these things included. Don't forget to now reach out to me before you click X and just decide to not move forward with this, right? So just remind them to take action. So that is exactly what Fiverr recommends that you put in your gig description, right? A general order, a general flow to follow. So that's super, super helpful, right? But now I've got another tip for you. My second tip for writing a really fantastic gig description is don't duplicate the title over and over and over and over and over, right? Now, you have your gig title, and then in your description, if you are duplicating that title 10 times, you're wasting characters. SEO, the way it works is it's not going to just show your search because you have the same word in there 10 times, right? You want to use a lot of similar words or synonyms many times. So if my gig is, I will create UGC videos for you. In my gig description, of course, I want to mention UGC videos a couple more times, but I don't need to kill a dead horse. Like I don't need to do it 10 plus times. Instead, what are some other synonyms that I could use? Because keep in mind, some people don't even know what UGC is. So instead, what are some other similar words that they may search for? I want to use some of those in my description so that I can still show up when they're searching other similar terms. So maybe in my gig description, I use UGC videos a few times, but then I also use social media videos, Instagram videos, TikTok videos, right? Trending videos. Think of some other synonyms and expand how many words you're using to describe the same service. That way, you can show up on more search results. You can show up on not only when people search for UGC, but you can show up when they search for social media videos, Instagram, TikTok, trending, right? So try to think outside the box. Go onto Google, go onto the Fiverr marketplace and just start searching, okay, UGC, and see what other sort of words pop up that are similar. Go onto Google and search, what is a synonym for blank? Get a couple or a handful of words and use those words often in your gig description. Don't use just the title over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's a waste of words. And when you only have 1,200 words, and that is what allows you to show up on these search results, make the best use of those 1,200 words. And my final and third tip today is let your queen energy shine. Let your energy shine. Your gig is what is going to sell people, right? They've already made up their mind. They're searching for something that they need. And so when they're looking at your gig, that is going to help them make their decision if they want to reach out to you and hire you or not. So let your energy shine. You are competing against thousands of freelancers. So shine. Tell people why they should hire you. Tell people why you are better than the competition. Don't be afraid to do that. And you can do that through your writing by writing in a creative manner, using some fun adjectives, showing excitement and passion in the words that you use. So instead of saying something like, I will create a UGC video for your product, maybe instead of that you say, I would be absolutely thrilled to create a UGC video for your product that attracts the right clientele in. Something that's a little more exciting, like spice it up. Write out your gig description, but then go back and edit it in a way that brings it to life. Make those words pop. Make it feel like when these people are reading this, they can feel how excited you are. Like they feel it, right? And you can do that through your words. Use more exciting words. Search for synonyms of the words you typically use and just elevate everything a little bit more. Put a little bit more pizzazz on it. Add some exclamations in there, but not too many like I do. And have fun with it. Bring that energy to life. Bring that gig description to life through the words that you choose. Because when buyers are searching out someone to hire, they're going to be more likely to hire someone that seems really excited and passionate about what they do than someone that seems like a robot. Okay? Well, speaking of robots, I do have one fourth and final tip, and that is don't forget to go back and check out my YouTube video all about AI technology. In that video, I share with you how you could use something like ChatGPT or AI technology to help you with writing your gig description, at least the bones, right? At least the bones. Ask it to write out a description for the specific services you offer. Use that AI flow in there. Ask it to include that. And then use that as like your first rough draft, using AI technology to help you write your gig description, and then go through and add your own pizzazz, energize it, and bring it to life on your own. All right? So that's a wrap for today's lesson, all about how to write a fantastic gig description on Fiverr.com. I want to mention that if you aren't following me on Instagram yet, you should, because I started this new thing where on Wednesdays I'm giving back. I'm giving back to you guys, my followers, by offering free Fiverr audits, where I'll hop onto your Fiverr, check out your gig, and give you some tips on how to improve it. So if you are here and you're working on your Fiverr gig and you've improved your gig description and you want me to look it over and offer some feedback and how you can improve the overall gig, which could perhaps bring you more sales, make sure you follow me on Instagram, follow my stories, and on Tuesday nights I get on there and I say, okay, who's next? Who wants to enter? And on Wednesdays I do these free audits now. Another thing I want to mention is I've had some questions lately about when the next round of the Freelancer Academy opens. I will open the doors sometime in April 2023 for the second round of the Freelancer Academy, but I don't have a date set yet, but I wanted you guys to be the first to know, my YouTube family, first to know, sometime in April, doors will open again for the next round of the 10-week Freelancer Academy. All right, you guys, well, I can't go before I show you guys Forrester. You know, he was taking a nap, but he's here. Come on, buddy. You want to say hi to everyone? Come here. Come. Come here. Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Forrester says give us a thumbs up. I'm seeing that little thumb trying to come up right now. If you like this video, subscribe, and we will see you guys next week. Alrighty, have a good one. Peace and love.